Hello and welcome Helldivers to another Helldivers 2 News and Leaks video. And today we have just a couple of things to talk about, but they're actually kinda huge. So first things first, the Quasar Cannon and the Heavy Machine Gun are finally in game, which is incredible. We have some new animations of the Illuminate and how they'll look in game. It's pretty much finalized. We also have some really strange messages which seem to be from the Illuminate that have been coming through and have been making the rounds on Reddit. And finally, we have some new additions to our ship, basically some new ship upgrades. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. Arsenal Expansion Notice. In order to support the destruction of the automatons, the Ministry of Defense has fast-tracked new support weapons for immediate distribution. The LAS 99 Quasar Cannon and the MG 101 Heavy Machine Gun are now available for requisition. And oh my days, they are freaking incredible. This is the actual Ministry of Defense message that we have over here, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I didn't even have time to try out the heavy machine gun because it deadass dropped basically an hour ago. So I've been trying out the Quasar Cannon, and this thing slaps harder than your dad used to when you were a kid. Boom! So, it can actually take down dropships with just one shot. As long as you hit the engine, that thing is gonna fall down. I haven't had time to do extensive testing on it because it literally came out about an hour ago. It looks like it acts pretty much like the expendable anti-tank, just in a rechargeable form, and you can just take it with you, carry it around, and destroy stuff. I am so excited to try it against the Terminates. It just seems like it's a top performer in the game, and it would be a great fit for whoever is actually the destroyer in your party. You can acquire both from the regular location where you buy stratagems from, and as you can see, the heavy machine gun costs 6,000 Req, and for the Quasar Cannon, it actually will cost you 7,500 requisition points, and they're just worth it, especially if you're just starting out. At least the Quasar Cannon, I believe, is a must buy. Even if you're really early in the game, as long as you can cover that level requirement, you better go out and get it. I think it even overperforms, which is so cool, and I just hope Arrowhead leave it in the game as it is, at least from what I've seen in this about an hour where I've had to play around with it, but we'll see how it does against the bugs when it's their time. And with that out of the way, let's get on to the leaks. All of these are coming courtesy of our good friend Iron Sights, who's pretty much a friend of the channel at this point. And I just wanted to feature first, this is going to be the rail cannon that we'll be able to upgrade our ship with. It seems that these are some sort of burst fire rail cannons. They relate to a gauss gun. It will be displayed in the front of the ship near the turrets. Currently has placeholder files for future animations. It's about the size of 1/5 of a Bio-Titan, and 2 of these will be present on the ship. And you know what's cool about these things? They make me think most likely we'll also get some new orbital stratagems, which might be more useful. At least I hope they would be. For now, I'm not a big fan of the orbital stratagems. I personally prefer the Ego airstrikes just because they have a lot more uses and a lot lower cooldown compared to most of these orbital cannon strikes. So will this be something that's actually super useful? We are about to find out, but personally I hope they will be. And let's get on to the weird stuff. And we have this message. It comes courtesy of Mr. Morepork. That's a funny ass name. But it's something weird he encountered while he was playing around on the map. Guys, this is something kind of scary. I have no idea what this thing is talking about. Most likely it's one of the Illuminate, and the Illuminate are coming, but it's just super weird. Have a listen.
This puppet would know strangely that this puppet was no harm. The Red Water Man, this puppet with no eyes. We have created rivers in the sky. You shall drown in rivers of red water. You shall drown in rivers of red water. You shall drown in rivers of red water.
Okay man, that was super scary. So the first couple of lines, they are pretty easy to decipher. It talks about the code man is a puppet with no strings, where basically the code man, that's very easy to decipher. It should be the automatons. Now the bug is a puppet with no heart. That I have no idea why they would say that. Possibly because, you know, the bugs have, I don't even know. If you have any ideas, post them up in the comments. Then the Red Water Man is a puppet with no eyes. The Red Water Man, I presume that would mean the Helldivers, that would mean us. And the Red Water Man is a puppet with no eyes. I presume that would mean that we basically are blind to whatever the Super Earth government is doing. At least that's the way I take it. Again, post up in the comments whatever your thoughts are on the matter. And then they say they've created rivers in the sky. That to me sounds either like nothing or either like they've created faster than light travel superhighway. I don't know, I'm just guessing here. And then you shall drown in rivers of red water. That's pretty obvious. They're basically saying to us, yeah, we're coming with the smoke and we're bringing all the smoke. So are you ready for the Illuminate? Because honestly, I am and I cannot wait. Will they be harder to fight than the bots? Who knows? We'll find out. And then we have some more things courtesy of our good friend Iron Sights. First, there's some ghoul animations. The ghoul seems to be coming out of the ground. It's a very heavy unit. You can see by the way it jumps. And again, this thing is scary as heck. As you can notice, it has like 4 arms, it's crazy, it has some crazy slashing attack, and there's a very obvious weak spot there, being the eye. Come on, it's a big glowing eye, so most likely just a headshot to that part, boom, it's dead. But it looks so creepy, and as I love to say when we talk about the Illuminate, for me, it's very Lovecraftian, mostly because of the tentacles that are in the mouth. I've had some people disagree with me on that point, but I'll stand firmly on it. And yeah, that's obviously their brute force unit. As you can see, it just comes up and slashes around, jumps on you, so probably they'll be able to jump from fairly far away. Maybe like those rocket boosted raiders from the automaton side, you know, who knows, but that's what I would expect anyways. Then we have animations for the Illuminate Illusionist. Illusionists obviously still have a weak point in the eye, even though it's very small. It's, you know, something that's easy to catch, as if that's the obvious weak point. And also I would expect that the middle of the chair is also a weak point just because of the way it glows. Maybe it's not, we'll see, but you know, that's usually how games go, and if you've played enough games, the first thing you would think when you see this thing is, yeah, that's the weak spot. And as you can see on the screen, they are pretty much long-range units, so they'll be throwing electricity or plasma or whatever right at your face, so you'll need high-range weapons in order to deal with these guys. And finally, we have animations for the tripod. As we've seen previously, they're about as big as Bio-Titans, they're a little bit smaller than them, very similar in size. I'll still say that they remind me of the aliens in War of the Worlds, because, I mean, if you cannot make that connection, you just haven't watched the movie. Again, the eye is their obvious weak point, so just shoot a Quasar Cannon shot at them. I hope that would be enough to take them down if you're accurate. But since the animations are in the game files, honestly, I would expect that they are coming very soon, and we just gotta be ready. Are you ready, fam? Because I definitely am. And lastly, as I said, this will be a very short video, but I just wanted to thank y'all for the support, because now we are officially a YouTube partner and we can get super thanks and we can get memberships to the channel, and I'm just so incredibly grateful for the support, guys. Over the past 2.5 weeks, you have been going hard on most of my videos, and I just really appreciate it, and I hope we get to grow this channel together. When we get enough members where it actually makes sense, I'll definitely set up a Discord server and we'll start communicating over there. But until that time, if you liked the video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to my channel. We're 300 subs away from also being able to show ads on the channel, so yeah, go hard on that subscribe button. Other than that, thank you for tuning in, Helldiver, and I'll see you in the next one.